Morning, folks. It looks so weird being like this. Stream manager. Morning, morning. We have a viewer. Hello. Morning, viewer. Alright, messages. Okay, cool. Stream elements. Awesome. Morning, everyone. How do we do this? How do we put this on? There we go. I don't know where to put this. Maybe here? It's all good. So folks, I'm not at home today. Just exceptionally today. There we go. Now I get to see the chat. 2 viewers. Morning, everyone. Good to see you. I'll make myself real big. And I have to do my new settings. Plus audio input capture. Temp. Headset. Really? XR. Morning. Morning, XR. Default. Headset. Alright, how's this? How's this sound, XR? There we go. Okay, so we in. This is going to squish my gears. I feel like I'm not going to stop complaining about it. So we close this. Do you want to save changes? Do you want to keep? Yes, I want to save them. Hello. Okay. Good. And we gotta keep out and video broadcast. Yes, putting 2 at once. Oh, that sounds awful. New mic? No, it's not a new mic. It's just that I'm not on my usual setup. I'm at my parents today. So I don't have my usual setup just for today. Tomorrow we'll have the usual one. Oh, we have this actually to compensate for this awfulness. We have this. Folks, this is a special stream. Nice, we're back. Alright, we'll share the full screen. Today we just have one screen, so monitoring the chat on my phone happens. Video capture, screen capture, display capture. And then what is our display capture? Temp, unique. And we're gonna grab display. There we go. Okay. Okay, but my camera went to the back. Order, move to top. There we go. And now we are on this. Control F. Oh, nice. You're the Rudolph the Red Team. Oh, wow, that's a really good one. Oh, you're really good with this, MC. With being able to find puns like this. Let's find some music. I feel like this stream today deserves some music. Sorry for the white screen. Alright, anyway, it's good to have you back, XR. How was your weekend? You ready for Twitch stream? Oh, shit. And for you folks, is that not too loud? A little bit too loud. Nice. Hello, Sumeria! I'm here to bleed all over the chat. Ooh, lovely Sumeria. Can't wait. Morning, everyone. Good to have you, as always. My GF of 7 years. Just No way. Just left you. Oh fuck, Somalia. Oh fuck. I'm so sorry. Sorry to hear. That must feel awful. 7 years together. Oh. Do you want to share what happened, or? Wow. Sorry to hear this news. Folks, I was just learning on the side as well how we wanted to learn PHP. I feel like in order to get through Natas, it would be nice to have a little beginner course on PHP and on crash course on PHP. She made the decision a long time ago. I wasn't on the know, of course, so she took all of the things and moved out. Such sage. Wow. So sorry, Submedia. Oh, that must feel awful. Wow, 7 years together and just leaves like that. Damn. It's really rough. Hope you hang in there, Submedia. That's really tough. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. So, folks, I see people are coming in. Welcome to today's stream. Today's Celebrating is over. Back to regular programming. Nice. I see you didn't fix the volume problem still. Fuck me, man. The volume problem is still here. No way. What do you mean there's a volume problem? Hello? 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 Desktop audio? That's normal. Headset is on max volume. Headset is on max volume. Yeah, I can just speak louder if you want. Maybe that's the thing. I'm on 90 and barely hear you. Fuck. Fuck. Why is this happening? Hello, testing. Yeah. Fuck me, man. Maybe I should like update some drivers or something. I'm on 100 and hear you perfectly fine though. Then yeah, better get me on 100. I won't scream today. Today there won't be any screaming. Maybe push it up, Sumeria. Sorry about that, huh? So folks, today folks, we've been doing Natas lately. So we're on Natas 10, so we're really moving up, which is really nice. We're increasing our knowledge of web hacking, so it's really nice. I feel like what we could do to get more advanced is to understand PHP a bit better. I'm not sure what you think about it, but I want to do a small crash course on PHP to get familiar with it, and when we get to Natas levels, just be able to understand them a bit easier. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing this through here, through Hack the Box. Maybe we can find some good courses here on PHP. I'm not sure what you think. If you have a better idea of what to do to get better understanding of PHP or something. But I think it's pretty important. And really, this doesn't work. I can't just see PHP. I know enough to know that there's PHP reverse shells. Beyond that, I know nothing. Perfect, and we'll learn together, XR. Alright, introducing hashcat, passwords, attacks. That's really nice. Alright, let's just search for a PHP course. Honestly, Hack the Box, I don't know why we spend money on this. Today's the 21st. Oh, fuck, 22nd. Oh, I missed the deadline. Oopsies. Code Academy, catalog, language, PHP. Okay, let's go. Code Academy. .com slash catalog slash language slash PHP. Alright, learn PHP introduction. Wow, nice. Good evening. Hey, Sick in the Mind. It's been a little bit. Good to see you. Well, I'm sorry that this happened, and yeah, probably isn't helping. Hope it looks up to you soon for Sumeria. Yeah, it's been really tough. Man, I got no tips for you. Just take care of yourself. um, it's horrible, and there's not much you can do. It's like when you're sick, and there's not much you can do. Is just have, it's just have to wait. I think a bit. Getting started with PHP, introduction to PHP. Is this all free or certificate available with Pro Plus? I think we're fine without a certificate. Start? Really? No login required? Take this course for free required. So we need an email and a password. Alright, so I'm gonna make my face real big, folks, and so that I can just log in to this course, and then you can tell me about your weekend, about your plans for the week. Are y'all intending to come on the stream this week? Because I know it's Christmas for many of you. And I've been thinking about what I wanted to do for this week. As you know, I'm still a newbie to streaming. Nice, awesome. Great to hear, Sumelia. I think it's the most important thing. Still new to streaming, so if you folks have recommendations on what to do, or what you want out of this stream for the holidays, I'd love to hear it. And let's do. I'll create an account real quick and here. All right. Alright, update the one password. Yeah, sure. Oh wow, that was really easy. Oh, holy moly. They're really nice here on Code Academy. They don't want too much information. Alright. Alright, we're back here. We're back here. So folks, for those that wonder what the fuck is this setup today, I'm my parents for the day. We celebrated Christmas early. Because our partners, my sister's partner and my partner were here early, or were leaving early, so that's what we did. Alright folks, so Christmas Eve I have familiar obligations, so outside of work, and I'll more likely be here. Okay, cool, nice. Have fun vacation place, so outside of work, and that I'll be likely be here. Wow, man, it's a lot of things you take in at once, XR. Does your family live nearby, XR? I know you have kids, but like your parents and everything, are they nearby or do you have to travel for that? Alright folks, so PHP was created in 1994 and it's one of the fundamental technologies of modern web development. Given all the tuning technologies used today, is there still a place for PHP? So we see that PHP is being used all over the place. Things like WordPress, Joomla, Drupal. Okay, I don't really know this. I know WordPress. WooCommerce a bit. Magento, Laravel, Cake, PHP. Funny name. PHP remains one of the widest used server-side technologies on the internet. It provides the underlying code for many popular content management systems, CMS, including WordPress, Drupal, and Joomla. A CMS allows users to create and update their own website without having to create a lot of complex code themselves. Okay. Very important to know. PHP also provides the underlying code for many e-commerce sites, including WooCommerce and Magento. These e-commerce platforms offer a new I'm gonna make this bigger. These e-commerce platforms offer a new number of tools for selling products online. This way, companies can focus on other aspects of their business without having to implement complex programming logic from scratch. Yeah, I get it. XR is telling us we all living within 30 minutes from each other, so we don't really have to travel. Oh, that's really nice. And you get to sleep in your own bed. That's really cool. PHP contains built-in functionality for creating web data. Vanilla PHP or PHP without any other tool can be used on its own to create web application backends. So it's really for the backend, I think, PHP. But we don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Once you're comfortable with the basics of PHP language, we have our pick of powerful PHP frameworks to choose from. These frameworks provide scaffolding. What the fuck does that mean? Provide scaffolding and solutions to complex problems in back-end web development. Some popular PHP frameworks are Laravel, KPHP. Okay, I don't know those. I don't really know those, folks. PHP, CMS, e-commerce frameworks. Okay, so PHP is kind of all over. It's kind of crazy that we get all this for free, no? Don't you think? My first PHP site. This HTML will be delivered as is, but my code interpreted by PHP entered into HTML. Okay, so this is the index.php. This looks like HTML. What the heck? PHP is often used to build dynamic web pages. A dynamic web page is one where each visitor to a website gets a customized page that looks different than how the site looks to other visitors. This is in contrast to static web pages, which provide the same content to each visitor. Okay, so it's like depending on whether you're mobile and everything. User exchanges with web servers for static. Okay. Oh, this is really interesting here, folks, for hacking. So user web servers HTML files. So it's very basic. And here with PHP, we have user web server. We have a PHP interpreter, which communicates with databases. Ooh. And then goes and fetches PHP and HTML files. So there's an extra step here. And I think this is where, especially towards the databases, is where we tend to do our injection of websites. Yeah, because like these websites, right, the static ones, they're pretty damn hard to hack. There's not too much going on, right? So I think this is the complexity. I mean, I always think that complexity is the friend of hacking, right? The more there is, in general, the easier it is to hack, right? In order to create this dynamic behavior, PHP was designed to work closely with HTML. PHP can be used directly in line with an HTML document. When the website is delivered from the back end to the front end, PHP content is executed and added to the HTML to form one HTML document. The start of inline PHP is denoted with this. Less than question mark PHP at the end is denoted with this. Okay. It's just basic syntax, no? So that the computers know how to interpret something, a code, right? As an example, consider the following code. P. This HTML will be delivered as is. Question mark P. Okay. This is the start of the PHP. Oh, so you can start and end PHP many times. You can start and finish PHP many times. Okay. This code is interpreted by PHP and turned into HTML. PHP, okay, so you can do that multiple times. This way it allows formatting. But this looks to me like just HTML, no? Echo? Well, no, and not really echo. Just took down li. What does that do? Just fucked up li. What does that do? Run? I deleted the bullet points, I think. You can use HTML like this. That's fine, it's fine. Okay. In the PHP, the echo keyword. Hello, hey Bedro Dev. What's up? How is it going? Good. So yeah, today we're gonna do a bit the work that is not necessarily the funnest, but I think it's very necessary. It's to learn about PHP. And the reason for that is because, as you know, I think you were here for when we did that. Pedro, we're doing over the wire quite a lot with web hacking, and sometimes I don't know about you, but I look at at hacking files and at anything at files, and then I don't know what PHP does or where to start looking and things like that. So I want to do a little course to understand how it works, and then we can just hack it better later. Why PHP? Are you into Lambos? Kappa? Hold on. PHP, are you into Lambos? I'm not smart enough to pick up on what you just said. Are you into Lambos? Sure, I am into Lambos. I like Lambos. If you have one that you're not using, I will gladly use Bedros. It's a stereotype that PHP drives Lambos. I don't get the joke. That PHP drives Lambos. PHP, what is that? PHP drive Lambos. People hear people? I have no idea what PHP could stand for. The stereotype, PHP devs drive Lambos. Wow, are they that wealthy? In PHP, the echo statement is used to output text. In this case, is everything double quotes with question marks. An instruction written in PHP is called a statement. A semicolon is required at the end of each statement in PHP. As you can see here. So when the code above is executed, it outputs the text into the HTML file at the front end, receiving the following HTML command. So what's the idea behind? You can make it more customizable, maybe PHP. Then yeah, that's the whole idea, right? We've included some examples from the narrative here so you can see the action. When you're ready, continue to the next exercise. Let's go. Cheap viewers. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You shall not pass. Deformed. No, 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 no. Though, sorry, yeah. I used to be running joke before PHP fell into obscurity. Ooh. Very interested to hear about it. Well, how did PHP unban? How did PHP fall into being a obscurity? What happened there? Tell us what you know. We have to finish here the code. I think for something to display here, we should finish the code here. But I don't know how to finish PHP. Is it question mark? So folks, I see there's a few more viewers. Oh, now it works. Did it not work before? Did you change hello word to I love PHP? Oh, it was working before too. You look like a hacker. Thank you very much. I know I do. I look like a... He looks like a deer. Oh, thank you. So... Okay. Now I see the viewer count, and that disturbs me. I don't usually see it, and I like not seeing it. Um, it feels like I have to explain stuff all the time. In the previous exercise, we explored how PHP can be sent from the back end to the front end where it received HTML to be displayed as a browser. PHP is flexible and can be executed from the terminal. We use PHP as a general-purpose programming language to write programs that give simple instructions to computers without involving HTML or the web. So it's really done in the back end, right? This is what it means. The output of the program is logged to the terminal. Interesting. This is useful when testing functionality for writing simple local programs. Okay. When PHP script file, when writing a PHP script file, we need to denote that the beginning of our PHP code using question mark PHP, but the closing tag is no longer required. It is typically left out by convention. Oh, okay. For example, if the calling code were pasted, which it already is, when we're in the above command, hello world will be output as a terminal. Generally, PHP ignores white spaces, tabs, new lines. So this code yields the same result as the previous line. Okay, so we can add a tab here and it'll be the same thing. No, don't give a shit. That's really nice. PHP is like, I don't give a shit. Wait, what is this element not terminated? Oh, okay. But Pedro told us about the history of it. It looked like a deer. Oh, they invented an objectively better language called JavaScript. You may have heard of it. Is it better? Is it better? Doesn't it run differently? I think it's different, no? He looks like a deer. Why is their element not terminated? That's why. They invented? Oh, okay. Wait, why is this element not terminated? Oh, that's why. This hurts my brain. It's almost like a sneeze that won't come by not having the the fish clothing. No. The question mark. No. Unlike a certain snake language I can think of. So Python. That won't come by not having the question mark closing. Oh my god. You mean EMCA script? You folks are much more advanced than me. I'm not following everything you say. Alright, we can close this, we can close this, we can close this, we can close this. We can also close this, just not to confuse ourselves. I want to understand the difference between PHP and JavaScript. What is the difference between JavaScript and PHP? Does it make sense to learn PHP for web ethical hacking? I mean, I think we just need to, don't feel bad, don't worry about some programming jokes. Don't feel bad. No, I don't feel bad. It makes sense that I wouldn't get the jokes. Just like if I made, like we all have what we do specific jokes, right? I'm pretty sure XR would have some pretty waiter server jokes that we wouldn't understand. There's 10 types of people in the world. Those that can't read binary and those that can. Oh wow, that's a good one, XR. I like it. This one I got, and I'm very proud of that. For web ethical hacking, yes, it's key to learn PHP. For web development, it's better stacks worth investing your time into learning. There's better stacks worth investing your time into learning. Okay. Can you tell us why you believe that, sake in the mind? And Bedro said JavaScript is really inefficient and there's 100 ways to do the same thing. Hmm, interesting. The standard for the snake backwards of compatibility has gotten out of hand basically. For the sake of backward compatibility has really got out of okay. I don't know what backward compatibility is. My god. Java versus at high level, the key difference is where the code runs and what it's typically used for. JavaScript runs in your browser, but also has a server via Node.js. Wasn't there a vulnerability really soon lately on this? Node.js? Maybe not. Runs primarily on the browser, but also has a connect also on the server via Node.js. Okay. Controls interactively. Forms, buttons, dynamic content API called. Can directly interact with the DOM. PHP is only on the server. Okay, this is really good to know. Used to generate HTML, processes forms, handle authentication, talks to database, powers huge portion of the web. WordPress, Drupal. Yeah, this is probably why it's interesting to learn in web hacking, because it does power such a huge proportion of the web, right? Code is never visible to the user directly. Okay. So basically, because its relevance is to all of this is why it makes sense. It's basically how to communicate to the server, and we don't really care about the front end. The front end is our is our computer, right? So it's not really interesting to hack that. What we want to get to is the back end, so it makes more sense to understand this. Ooh, excuse me, folks. Does it make sense to learn PHP for web ethical hacking? Yes, but with a specific goal in mind. Okay, that's interesting. Why PHP is worth learning for ethical hacking? Massive attack surface. Many real-world targets still use PHP. Exploit readability. PHP code is easy to read once you know the basics. Yeah, right? I mean, this is something I haven't thought about, folks, until recently. Being able to read the code and understand what it does is really important. And it wasn't until you folks introduced me to engineering, reverse engineering, like last week, and we struggled so much with it. What was it? This last one, punnable.xyz. Oof. Source review. Many bug bounties involve reading PHP backend logic. Okay. We like bug bounty because we enjoy money. Payload crafting. Understanding how PHP handles input, includes, and sterilization is critical. You don't need to become a PHP developer, you need to think like a vulnerable web PHP app. Okay. Requests, lifecycle, get, file handling, database. Okay. Complex frameworks. Yep. What is a DOM? What's a DOM? What's that? Alright, let's catch up with the chat. Alright. Second domain is telling us PHP is king of phasing out kinds of like C programming. There's a lot easier ways to create more vulnerabilities in the stack than some of the stacks that have more security boundaries built into the library. PHP is kind of phasing out kind of like using C programming. There's a lot easier ways to create more vulnerabilities in the stack than some of the stacks that have more security boundaries built into the library. So are you saying that there's just better code out there? And so Pedro was clarifying earlier things by saying backward compatibility is language that should not break older code, basically. Okay. Uh-huh. So it doesn't break older code because languages can break code. That makes sense, no? So if you introduce a new language, so basically it's the concept, backward compatibility is the concept where a new code should still be compatible with what's been built previously. Is that what it is? Note that JSON is constantly being updated from vulns. Mm-hmm. Node JSON is constantly being updated for vulns. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's pretty critical, no? Oops. Hey, we have new folks on. Hold on one sec. Oh, there's a bit of return. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do this. Okay, I'm just gonna take out my phone here. You need to use Vim to become a hacker. Thank you, Alex. It's easier than I thought it would be. Just start using Vim and you're good. I mean, you could say about that about a library. That's true. There was a vulnerability with React JSON. That JS, React JS. Yeah, I remember that one. You use Sick in the Mind uses Vim 1% of the time. That's good enough. Alright, as an example, backward compatibility in JSON originally equal equal was a lose comparison. So if you did 2 is equal to 2, that returns true, even though one number is a string and the other one is a number. Wow. And excuse me, in JSON. I keep saying JSON, but it's JavaScript. Oh man, that must have been hectic, Pedro, huh? When you say 2 is equal to 2 in programming, even though they're different types. Document Object Model. DOM. Oh, okay. Okay, I have to read more about what it is because I your explanation is awesome, sick in the mind, but can't really get a grasp of what it does. I'm always using Vim, can't find how to close it. Oh, I agree, man. It's the worst. It's like WQ, it doesn't come intuitively, and then the way that you have to output it, oh, it's awful. Use tutorials and docs, not AI. It will confidently make stuff up. That's true. I think for general principles like this, it's pretty good though. Nice. So Sync in the Mind approves the the use of Vim pretty much. I mean, people that do tutorials too. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Vim is it's true that that people you can't trust anything on the internet at this point. I mean, ChatGPT is one of those things. I use Vim and I need to take a shower. uh, okay. Hello there. Hi, Namir. Namir. Is that your name? General Kenobi. Hello there. Nice, folks. Cool. So DOM does is a document model. I mean, let me know if you see any AI missteps here. Sin Devil, Love Pie. Hello. What do I call you? Sin? Devil? What do you prefer? Love or pie? I like Devil. Can I call you Devil? Or Sin Devil? Sin Devil. Nice glasses, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's Christmassy. I wanted to get a hat at first, but then I saw this. I'm like, what? I can be a flashy reindeer? Why not? Do you live in Paris? No, I don't live in Paris. Nope, nope. I do not. I live in Spain. Le España. Alright, simple example. So we were learning about DOM at the same time. So folks, just to provide a context, I think, what do you have Paris time in bio? That's true. Because Paris time, I think, is more understood than, let's say, Madrid time. You're like, oh, Madrid, you don't know when it is. But Paris, you have an idea, right? I think so. Presses F2, gotta go to the console and type console log document. Okay. Oh, that's a really good tip. Thanks for that, sick in the mind. You must open an example, press F12, go to the document type console log document. Awesome. Let's do that. So folks, just we're learning how PHP works because we want to become better at web hacking. Because we're doing Natas right now, which is on over the wire. So you want to do the rise form. Okay. So press F12, go to the console and type Alright, let's do it over here. F12. That's the last one. Go to the console. What the fuck? Can I just clear this? Clear. No, I can't type that. Okay. And then I type console. So you want to open the rawest form of type trying to help understand. Open example.com. Console.log. Can I just do it here or not? I'll just copy this. Console is not defined. Yeah, I don't know why I have two consoles. And it says here, HTML document. The fuck is this, folks? Are you seeing my cookie? Hope you can't hack me. Take my account. If you do, it wouldn't be the worst. I don't think I have my card in there or anything. But please don't. Okay. PHP this or even console dir. I don't know what this is. This is all the data, no? So you can't just post in the time console that dir document. Alright, let's try this one. So it outputs a document. Uncaught error console, the console is not defined. And then it does the same thing, more or less. Okay, so GMT5 and GMT was something. I don't know what Paris time is actually. Yeah, you think I should change to GMT+1? Maybe. Don't do it at ChatGPT, go to example.com. People actually do that. I've never been to example.com, I think. This domain is for use in documentation examples without needing permissions. What the fuck? Alright, so let's do console. Did you wake up early or not sleep at all? I woke up early today. Although I went to bed late. Today's kind of rough. But it's okay. I love hanging out with you. So that gives me energy. And yeah, happy to be here. Document. Yesterday we kind of celebrated Christmas. So I did go to bed late, but it's okay. Alright, we have this. Doc type. No, okay. Kind of a boring website. But okay, we just see everything. But I think Bedro, you might make sense. Switching to GMT might make more sense in the description. Don't do a ChatGPT. You have to clear, I think. Oh yeah, you can do that. Do example.com. Don't do it in authenticated sessions at ChatGPT. Facepalm. Oh shit. I didn't think about that. I think it's okay though. That's it, you are hacked. Hopefully not, folks. There's 8 of us on the show. Well, that's a lot, 8 people. There's 8 people. Please don't do it. Stop, go to example.com. Chill out, man. It's a domain that it has nothing here. What is sleep? I know, XR. You scare me, yeah, with your rhythms. Too late, we hacked you. No, please, Alex. Yummy oatmeal raisin cookies. Instead of clear, you should do clear to execute the function. So all these attributes in document object model ranging from different events to child objects attached to the DOM. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of silly of me to log into there. to an HTTP to into there. Should I log out of everything maybe if I wanted to do this? Log out of all devices? Maybe. Don't show that on stream. Don't show that on stream. No. Okay. Log out of all devices. We'll really got log in later. To be safe, yeah, I'd log off. Okay, okay. Thanks, Sick in the Mind. Yeah, that's what we delete all cookie sessions. I'd log in later. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, do that, but don't show your ChatGPT settings on stream. Oh my god. We're such a newbie. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, right, because I showed the... Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. Ay, ay, ay. We're such newbies. Folks, I must admit, yesterday there was a situation where I booked some tickets for an event for a birthday gift. Burn the VOD, by the way. You learn like this. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's okay. This time nothing important was leaked, I think. Yeah, it's crazy. You don't necessarily think about it, but I mean, it's just my chat GPT. You get access to a little bit of my data, but I mean, it's not like I only use this for hacking, so I think it's okay. Um, and yeah, yesterday I was just buying a ticket, and then at the end it says, oh, you can get 16 euros of your order refunded. And like a newbie, I clicked. I don't know why I clicked. And then it said at the end, after this, yo, you agree to a 21 euro subscription with our partners. By clicking on this, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck have I done? What the fuck have I done? And so yeah, it sucks. I don't know if I'm gonna be charged next month or whatever, but I'm like, dude, you work in cybersecurity and you're clicking on things. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Um, so yeah, there's a lot to learn for. It's like, oh, I can get this. I don't know why I trusted those websites. Like the thing is, I already bought my ticket from it, so I'm like, oh, it's safe. If they're offering me something, it must be safe as well. But I don't think the assumption is correct. My wife gets her account hacked and goes, cool. What's my password? I forgot it. My wife has all her life in ChatGPT. Literally asks everything. I don't know, dear. Let's keep in the nice hacker that reset it for you. Let's get a nice hacker that reset it for you. Holy shit. Alex Dev, I mean, that is crazy. There's some things that ChatGPT does really well. And tomorrow's meeting, we need to know who failed the phishing test. At tomorrow's meeting, we need to know who failed the phishing test. Wow. That'd be fun. Doing a bit of phishing. But the thing is, it's hard to do this ethically. Phishing practice. I want to do, maybe it'd be fun someday to explore some social engineering. How easy it would be to do, but I'm pretty sure it's not like something you can do on Hack the Box and it's all safe. It's like for social engineering practice, you definitely need permission. I mean, there's some things you can practice, right? Like your pitch and everything. But anyway, unlike many other languages, PHP is not always case sensitive. So echo is valid as a statement in PHP. However, it's best practice to use standard casing. In this case, echo. Dude, I felt bad for an exercise I did during COVID. We did an engagement at a hospital, offered first responders STEMIs via phishing, and harvested tons of nurse creds. Wow, that's incredible. That sounds like a really cool experience, Sick in the Mind, to have been able to do that. We offered responders STEMIs via... What is responders STEMIs? Via phishing and harvested tons of nurse credentials. Damn. What are those? What was the message like? Do you remember, Sick in the Mind? Instructions. We included some simple code. You can change it so that I love PHP is printed out to the terminal instead of hello world. I think it's fine, huh? I love PHP. Run. Yes, nice. So there's just stimulus checks. Ah, right. Offered from hospital government from early in the pandemic here in the US. That's cruel. That's cruel, man. I listened to a podcast as well for people saying, okay, you can do phishing simulations, but phishing and offering free stuff and then it turns out to be fake is really rough. Like, oh yeah, I mean, if it's completely stupid, like here's an iPad, it's fine. But if it's like, oh, uh, you will now get Fridays off. Click here to get the policy. Click here to see the new policy, and then it's not true. You're like, okay, fuck, dude, you got me. It's not really nice. Oh yeah, okay, but we brought awareness to real threats at the time. Fridays off, where do I sign up? Yeah, right. Also, my friends, like, one of my friend has every other Friday off, and I think that's life changing. Finally, a PHP enthusiast. Thanks, typical hard worker. That's a crazy term. There's a lot of fake stimulus payment scams all the time. Okay, I didn't know about those. I think they're US specific. So if there's a lot all the time, then I think it makes sense to fish them out, fish people for it. In New York City, you have Sundays off. Kind of, but not too much, huh? The US, there's no such thing as a day off, right? I feel like stores are still open and everything on Sundays. Here in Spain, it's usually dead. I am only here for answer to my question. Which question is that? Typical hard worker. That's a nice name. I like it. There was a question? Yeah. What is the sticker? Cool story, Bob. I kind of get this meme, but not really the cool story, Bob. Our comments can be used to annotate our comments to make things clearer for ourselves and others. They are also useful to prevent lines of code from being executed without deleting them. Okay. In PHP, there are two main ways to add comments to our code. The first is single line commands. They are typically used for short explanations or points clarifications. Either the pound or hashtag or double what are they called? Slashes can be used to create a line of comments. A single line of comments, okay. Oh. How do you know when it ends though? You got typical hard worker. There was a question. What do you prefer, waffles or pancakes? That is a really tough question. You might lose a potential sub here if you answer wrong. Well, that is huge pressure. Typical hard worker. I might lose a potential sub. How will I sleep at night if I lose a potential sub? You know, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, how am I gonna feed my kids that I don't yet have? If I have potentially have kids, if I potentially have kids, how will I tell them that I lost a potential follower, which potentially denied them breakfast? I don't know. It's a critical moment in my life. Um, Typical hard worker. What about crepes or Swedish pancakes? That's true. What about Belgian waffles? Waffles are just pancakes with abs. Oh, you're funny, XR. Nice one. That was a question. Okay, what do you prefer, waffles or pancakes? I think it depends. If it's breakfast, I think I prefer pancakes. If it's during the day, I prefer waffles. I wouldn't like to have waffles for breakfast. I think waffles go really well as like a 4 p.m. snack. I think it's a pretty fair answer. So here, folks, trying to understand what this does. I will always remember this. If we add more things here, then it's just like the whole line is a comment, right? So we could do, what if we did this? Oh, we have a new follower. Okay, so if we do this, then the whole line becomes a comment. So what if we do this here? Oh no, it doesn't work because it's in between parentheses. We'd need to close it. What would happen if we did this? Syntax error. Makes sense. Wait, what's happening here? Reset. Yes, reset. Alright, we have a new follower, and I didn't announce them. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, there's a few things. What about chorizo con huevos? What if those Belgian waffles and American pancakes? I think it's still valid. Belgian waffles are the best, and I think American pancakes are probably the best. What about chorizo con huevos? I never have that, but I think it's pretty good. Typical hard worker is Kappa. Nice. How do we go about the topic of having kids? I zoned out for 2 minutes, bro. So, yeah. Typical hard workers complaining about how I sent him on a guilt trip. Yeah. I mean, always. So, typical hard worker was telling me if I preferred waffles, and I could lose a potential subscriber. Can you imagine if I lost a potential subscriber? Um, Wait, also alcohol is involved. Are we talking about average morning, or are we just talking about stumbling onto waffle at night? Oh, that sounds pretty good, stumbling into Waffle House at night. Also, RIP French toast. He doesn't have the cultural significance of a Waffle House. Maybe. I mean, I went to IHOP a few times, helping him set goals if you visit the US. Lol. I lived 6 years in the US, folks. I'm a little bit American. And I did my teenage years there, so they're pretty significant years of your life. I used to watch the NFL. It was really, really fun. A good time. Now, would I go back to it? I don't think so. But no regrets. I had a lot of fun. I keep scratching my face, and I'm just noticing now because I'm looking at myself with a bit of delay. I'm like, dude, you gotta stop scratching your face. Anyway, you folks don't seem to complain too much about that. Okay. I've never thought of CFE as more than a simple tool to solve problems. Rasmus Lerdorf. Okay, my first PHP statement. Always remember this. Okay. You can also do this to put notes. So you can do this or this. The second type of command is multi-line comment. This is used for longer descriptions, a more detailed guide on how to properly use this section of code or to prevent several lines of code from being executed. These comments are started with. Okay, the second type is a multi-line comment. So these will stop at the end of a line, and these you have to declare them. This is really good for command injection, folks. To know things, I'm going to take a note on this. So if we want to put a temporary comment, we can do this. But if we want to end a line, you can just put this at the end of the line, and it'll cancel it. So that's really good. It's really, really nice. Let's do it. Let's open our cherry tree. Nice. Alright, there you go. I'm gonna have a 1 a.m. orange juice and then watch some Linus sex tips and go to sleep. Have a fun trip. Wait, what is your name, by the way? You want to know my name? I already gave you I can already give you enough personal information today through my ChatGPT. How do I refer to you? You can do CD. You can call me doctor. I think some people have fun with that, but I'm not a real doctor. You can call me CD. I think it's fine too. You call me, hey man. I don't know, just whatever you want. I don't care a ton. orange juice and watch some Linus sex tips. I'm not sure what is Linus sex tips. Yeah, but IHOP doesn't have their cooks wearing bulletproof vests, lol. I don't know. I didn't know Linus did porn. Linus is the guy that made Linux, no? He had an OnlyFans some time back. Kappa. Oh, that crackle that escaped me, lol. You already gave us your ChatGPT token. Linux tech tip, he ruined the name. Ah, okay. There's two Linuses. There are two Linuses. Linus made Linux. Linus tech tip is a YouTuber converted to a Twitch streamer. Okay. Is Linux plural? Is Linus plural Linny? Oof. It's a good question. Alright, Bedro, I think after making jokes like this, you can safely go to bed. You've made enough bad jokes for the day. While XR hasn't been making pretty good ones. It's like you Bedro and XR are yin and yang, right? The yin and yang of humor. XR is mostly good with some bad, and Bedro is is mostly bad with some good. But hey, both are required to make a stable Twitch chat. Privilege escalation. Privilege escalation. What do we do? No, try to hack me. Steganography. Look up on THM. Where do we do here? We want to go onto web hacking, no? Web hacking, there we go. Maybe we want to make PHP notes. Oh well, sorry I blew in that. I think I blew in the microphone. PHP notes. Okay, so what do we do here? We put PHP is declared as follows. I think it's like this. Right? That's how it is. Under then, question mark. Yeah, exactly. Oh, we got it right. You can make comments either with hashtag, oopsie, hashtag, or double this. The comments will end at the end of the line. No need to declare the end, right? Does that make sense? The end of the comments. You can do multi-line comments using / or is it the other way around? It's backward slash star. Backward slash star, okay. Oh, it's regular slash star, and then ending with star slash or backslash. Why am I here? Okay. Star slash. Okay, that's we're just regularly using slashes. Okay, that makes sense. Oh well, it was a bit. Okay, see these nuts. Oh wait, I'll bring back Rudolph, the red team reindeer. Partner streamer, by the way. Oh, got him. Oh the fuck oh the fuck he is. I forgot. Float's plane is better. Okay with that. I'm out, chat. See you, Bedro. Thanks for coming on. Lovely having you. Great humor, by the way. I'm messing with you that it's bad. Bad humor is also pretty great. I think it takes a bit of understanding to find great humor funny. Excuse me, bad humor funny. something about it. I think, you know, whatever. We'll talk about our theory on comedy another time. All right, good. Oh, we caught up on chat. It's finally a little bit quiet. Oh, nice. So, folks, the reason why I think it's really important to know comments is I feel like for some exploit, you have to have a radar for that. For for what? Oh no, Bedro. Here we go again. The reason why I'm thinking the taking notes is important. The taking notes on how to make comments is that I think this hashtag session timeout. Okay, whatever. This session timeout can be quite interesting because this note thing, because sometimes we want the code to ignore some parameters. In some injections, I think it's useful. All right, cool. So we learned about the two types. This PHP includes both a single and multi-line comments. Take a moment to predict what will show up in the terminal and what will not. When you're ready, run the code to see if you were right. Okay, so we did do that before. What happens here if we put a hashtag? If we put enter. Doesn't matter a ton when there's if we just press enter. What if we delete this? What if we put echo instead? Yeah, don't like that too much. Whoopsies, I put next instead of run. Well, too bad. No, I can run it. Never mind. There's a parsing error. On line, what, on line 9? Did I get it? The fuck is that? Run? Okay, there's a parsing error on line 9 again. The fuck? Is it because we typed in enter here? No, really, the space was never the issue. It's on line 6. Oh, I think here we need a semicolon. Oh. And slash n skips the line, no? So if we want to put slash n here, we'll skip a line as well? No, it just shows up slash n. Here we don't see it. Oh, it's the backslash. Okay, there we go. You have a radar for that. You have to have a radar for that. Okay. Rudolph, the red team reindeer, has a very shiny node, and if you saw it, you knew that you were pawned. All other teamers used to fish out for username. They've never understood red team Rudolph's social engineering game. Oh my god, XR. Is it your 2 a.m., your 1 a.m. Creativity that's popping out? Rudolph the Rain Team Reindeer has a very shiny node. And when you very saw it, you knew that you were pawned. All the other teamers used to fish out usernames. They never understood Red Team Rudolph social engineering games. Nice. That's beautiful. Alright, to do. Learn PHP. Before moving on, let's take a quick look at working at a... Okay, let's look at working PHP application. At a working PHP application. Oh my god. We're going to show you an example of PHP being used on the back end to create a dynamic website sent to the browser. Amazing. Oh my god, says my brain is absolute mush. Man, XR, I love it when you're on my stream, but if you need to go to sleep, man, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep, XR. It's okay. we get it. If you need to go to sleep, please do. When a visitor to the website, in this case you modifies the task list, a request is made for a new page. The PHP code runs again in the back end and delivers a new version of the HTML site with updated HTML. This is important. This is an important paragraph. We're going to show you. I can't sleep, that's why I'm here, lol. Oh man, you struggle with sleep apnea? We're going to show you an example of PHP being used in the back end to create a dynamic website to send to the server. We're going to show you an example of PHP being used on the back end to create a dynamic website. We're going to show you an example of PHP being used in the back end to create a dynamic website to a central browser. Okay, when a visitor to the website, in this case you, modifies the task list, a request is made for a new web page. The PHP runs again in the back end and delivers a new version of the site updated with HTML. That makes sense. So it means that when you reload the page, you also re-trigger the PHP from the server. So if something changes on the front server, you're gonna change it too. No, not apnea, just sleep issues in general. Okay, I don't know what sleep apnea is either. Okay, just sleep issues in general. Man, that sucks. It must be such torture for you. I've never really encountered this problem yet. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear, XR. Mulgard! Good day, Mulgard. It's been a while. Good to see you. Hola. Good night, people. Oh, you're leaving already, Mulgars? Or you're saying hello to all of us? The to-do list example is a frequently used when demonstrating a web framework or technology. It provides a way to exhibit how the CRUD, create, read, update, and delete behaviors are implemented using a specific technology. What the fuck? With a to-do app, the functionality is typically a new list created, so create, view the existing list, read, change the completed status of each item so you can update, or remove items from the list. Okay, that makes sense. What are we doing? Just arrived, but it's night here. Nice. Here too, Mulgars. I think so. Everything's closed here. All the curtains are closed. Hello, are we just doing tutorials? Yeah, so Mulgars and Devil, Sin Devil, we usually do some boxes, but for today I figured that it'd be nice to get some PHP done in our systems so that we are able to do boxes a little bit easier. Sindev, just call me Pi. Okay, I love that. Just Pi. Hey Pi. So Pi, Mulgars, we're gonna sharpen our skills on PHP. So yeah, no hacking today. No, well we always hacking, of course. And today we are just understanding PHP so that we may hack even better. It's a tool sharpening session. Pi is my kryptonite. Damn. Yeah. Mulgars, if you escaped a week of a lot of rain in Spain. So good that you didn't move back, because otherwise it would have been raining and that would have been awful. Hey MC, no more hands-on, less reading open note, just write PHP. Lurks. I know MC, it's like you're always there. Just not always in the chat. Nor hands-on reading open notepad write PHP. Exactly. You enjoy this, right? When we take notes on things. Kryptonite. It's probably rain more here than in Spain. You think so? Man, it's too bad you don't get snow in the US. We don't get snow here anymore either. I mean, in Spain we've never had it, but in Eastern Europe they don't get snow anymore. It's really sad. Alright, so folks, as I said, we're learning more. We're learning PHP so we can become better web hackers, because we are on over the wire level 10, and we're noticing that clearly there's some skills deficiency. don't know about you, but I stopped seeing the blinking lights here. It's kind of funny. After a while, my brain just got used to it. So yeah, let's become better hackers. Let's do it. So, okay, PHP require vendor. What does do require? Vendor autoload.php. Do you know what require does? This logic handles requesting to the database where we store our status, our to-do status. All right, we need to understand what to-do does. Ooh, fudge. Commands. Let's just do a commands list. Require. I'm not sure what require does. We'll figure it out. And it says, okay, so Pi says, if you want to mess with something, I could always give you the Electron app I'm working on and see if you can break it. Although I wouldn't be allowed to mess with the services it uses because they aren't my services. It includes it's like include in the C and C++. And I think Pi, your app is much more developed than our skills can handle at the moment. Right now we're doing easy boxes, so a real app that also has some constraints is not really beginner friendly at this moment, Pi. But I do appreciate the gesture. I would love to hack your app another time. PDO, you can do new? What does new do? Explain code. Oh, you can do that. Class new, so it lets your PHP code connect to the SQLite database so you can store and manage your to-do. Oh my god, that is so good. Having AI for that creates a new object. So cool. Okay, this PHP handles users' actions. New to do. If is set post to submit. Oh my god, it took a. It took a bit of what do I want to say? It took a bit of it really that escalated quite quickly from hey, here's the comments to like this. Creates an object. In this case, new connection to the database. Okay, it includes include creates a new object. Okay, in this case, new connection to the database. If the post is available, post variable is sublimit is set. Post is a way of querying a part. Okay. Let's just read. I understand you want to help, and I appreciate it. It's just that I think following formal instructions at the moment will be clearer for us. Okay. So let's understand this code, folks. This PHP logic handles user actions. New to do. If is set post, submit. Description is equal to post description. Okay, so here we're declaring a new variable, no? When we say post description. I think this is what we're doing here. Try the functionality of the to-do app browser though. Don't worry about understanding all of the code yet. This is just to give you an idea of how PHP works. As you learn more about PHP, come back to this example and think about how you could create a familiar application. Try something in the box and add it to your task list. See how you can create a whole list of items? Okay, let's do it. Else if, okay, delete. Well, it's a big app. Oh, session timeout. Connection lost. Okay. We've lost it, folks. If this doesn't work, we're just going to do a quick Pico CTF. I miss hacking a bit too much. Alright, oh, okay. It just got back. Fuck it. I gotta put this into my mind. Let's do a quick Pico CTF, folks. I'll watch a video on my train ride to work on PHP, and hopefully that will make us better. Alright, let's go Pico CTF. I like Pico because they're quite quick usually. And we're gonna do some web hacking, of course. Easy. Web exploitation. So new variable is description. Wow, Pi, love your explanations. Just, oh, crack the gates, that's it? That's all there is? Crack the gates too, which we already did. Oh, because we have this in the... Crack the A. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, there's so many of them. 89, 85. Alright, let's do local authority. Are you down for that, folks? Some real hacking? Let's do it. Launching the new instance. Can you get the flag? Okay. Can you get the flag? Go to this website so you can discover. Alright, folks. Secure customer portal. Excuse me. Alright, folks. We are doing some web hacking. Customer normal, only numbers and letters for usernames and passwords. Okay. Let's inspect this a bit. This is what we've been trained for. I want to see storage, see if there's any cookies out there. IndexedDB, local storage. If you want to do, okay, there's not much here, right? A dark reader was enabled, that's not interesting. Just our thingy here. What else can we look for? Network, let's do real network real quick. Okay, we need to get a get statement. Style. Okay, doesn't look like there's a lot in the source code. Inspector, okay. Form, login. Form role equal form action login.php, okay. What do you think this is about, folks? Only numbers and letters allowed. 0, 1. Alright, let's just try not respecting that. Me. Password, you. Never save. Okay, login failed. Highly doubt this is about brute forcing. Me. Me. So, okay, 2 letters and numbers allowed for usernames and password. What do we go about here, folks? Here there's a key. What does that mean? Save password for Pico CTF. No, only numbers and allowed for username and password. There must be something in there, no? Maybe something in the head? No, don't think so. Huh. Login, that's for the button. Now where else can we look in here? Password field present on insecure HTTP, okay. That's not good, right? For security. Ooh, what is this? Debugger? We just went to debugger and found something here. Whoa, that's a big, is that PHP? Probably not, it's probably JavaScript, right? Pi? I'm not saying Pi because I think we were talking about it earlier. Is there a password here we can exploit? Folks, we shifted to a Pico a little bit. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Browse through this whole code until we find a password? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Take a snapshot. Maybe we could do that. Functions, strings, style, call, array, map. Oh my god, we're getting lost in things here. Cookie, there's no data present. Okay. Can you get the flag? Get to this website and you see what you can discover. Web exploitation, inspector. Secure customer portal. It's not HTTPS. I don't know if we can call it secure. Alright. This connection is not secure. What's a username? Only letters and numbers allowed for username and password. We're already trying some of this. So what if we just do 01234? 01234. Let's see what happens here. Login failed. Is there anything here that we can expect? Maybe there's a basic code that just checks for... Oh. Hold on, you see here? Hold on, let me see if I can make it bigger. And close this. And then here we bring this back out. Check password filter, get element by ID. Login failed. I thought here there might be in this if statement. There might be our password to check against. Login failed, get document by ID, character and username. Maybe there's something in network? In the login? Okay, we're in login.php here. I don't think we were before. Reload. Yeah, let's do it. Resend. See what happens. Inspect. Let's just go network again. Can we go into take a snapshot? Maybe not. Performance. Storage. Nothing here. What challenge are you doing from Pico CTF? Good question. This one is called local authority. What do you think this means, local authority? Isn't this something in administration? Like account administration? Login authority. What could we want? So yeah, folks, we're doing this on Pico CTF XR. I know you like to do challenges aside from us. Let's click on the hint one. How is the password checked on the website? So there's probably something that... Oh, sorry. SQLI. Hey, Intricate. Oh, nice name. Intricate. You guys have such cool names, all of you. So cool. What challenge are you doing from Pico CTF? We answered SQLI, maybe. SQL injection? Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay, that's that. Oh, we haven't tried that. Is equal to. Can we just do okay? Is equal to something, close, or 2 is equal to 2, right? Does this work? That's one way of doing A command injection, no. A legal character, username or password. Is it the equal? Or is it the... Or is it the... It didn't like this. How do we do this? Folks, what are the different ways we can do command injection, SQL injection? That's a good point. Because we didn't really see anything in the section about the when we explored the code. So perhaps you're right. It is an SQLI. And the tip did say, don't look if you don't want to do it parallelly. It's this one. So it means that we can have this information. Which challenge? Oh yeah, I'll say it one more time. Challenge is local authority on Pico CTF. It's an easy web vulnerability one. So how can we check how authentication is being done? Style at CSS, favicon. Geez, probably not that. Memory. How can we check how something is run, folks? Maybe you can see where it sends it. Only letters and numbers allowed for username, and then here, okay. Form goes through login.php. I was spinning up my machine. Nice. Check pressure, login to network, and rerun. Check preserve login network and rerun. Okay. Oopsies. Password for, oh my god. A specialist at doxing myself. Alright. Here the password 1234. And then we open here. Network. Can we just keep it active? Disable caching, no throttling. Can you just always keep it on, maybe? Check preserve login and login network and rerun. I like that tip. Do you know how to do it? Pause. Resume recording. So this means play. So it means that we're recording. New request. Search. Request blocking. No, I think we're good. Let's log in, and I think hopefully we should be able to see. No, it didn't work. Oh putain. To reload. Connecting chat. Okay, we see different things. We see a secure.js, JavaScript. Refer, okay. Style sheet. Connection keep alive, accept. Damn. So, how's the password checked on this website? I mean, it's sent to login.php. Or maybe not, huh? Look, I'm gonna explain my rationale, my thinking here. There's a secure.javascript, and then here it's referring to login.php. Does this mean that it's moving to login.php? got it. Wow. XR, you're quick. Cookies, requests, response. Okay. Oh, there we go. Wow. Okay, we found it here. You're on the right track. I think we got it. An admin. You got it right, XR. We were on the right track. Nice. Okay, cool. And we finished it. Yay, we did it, folks. Nice. So, where do we have to look for it? The secret was to look into when we logged in incorrectly. Let's just put an incorrect login. Firefox established. Oh, it deleted it. But I think we have to go into the request and the responses thing. And thanks for the help, XR. It was a secret was return. The secret is always return. Alright, which one do we want to do here, folks? We want to do another one. At least one more before we go to sleep. Just kidding. We don't get to go to sleep, unlike some of you folks. Alright, so get ahead. Cookies, don't use client side. Log on. Let's do log on. The factory is hiding things from all its users. Additional details will be available after launching the instance. Alright, let's see. Launching instance. Hey, sorry, I enjoyed the meme earlier you sent on the Discord. And the meme, the cable, was it yours or did you just find it online? Well, it takes 30 minutes for this one. Alright, the factory is hiding things from all its users. You can log in as Joe and find out what they've been looking at. Alright, let's do it. Oh, you just found it. Okay. Thought maybe you went to one of these stores. How do you solve it? I think I solved it differently. Ooh. Oh, shoot. We moved on. Let's just do another Pico CTF. Hopefully we can still have two at once. Probably not. Maybe. Ooh, this one looks fun. Cryptography. I think cryptography is one of my favorite ways of hacking. Alright, let's go back. Mulgars, I think it's important. I think it's important to talk about how we did different things. It was local authority. Alright, let's go to the website. So here, Mulgars, what we did was we inspected. We logged in, I think, actually, before. So 1, 2, 3. We logged in. Not now. Inspect. And then here we checked into the memory. Or no, was it? Storage? Network. And then here refresh. And then here you see secure.javascript, and then you went into response. And here we saw their function. There was a, okay, follow this. That's interesting. There's another way of doing it. Log in with a fake credit, so we just did. I put a phishing meme here as well, tonight as well. Oh, nice. Network tools, is that how, did you solve it my way as well, XR? Network tools, secure.js, edit and send to find a hard-coded admin password. Is that how you found it? Is that the explanation of how you found it? Network tools, secure JS, edit, and send to the hard-coded admin password. Okay, so Malgars is telling us another one. We could log in with a fake cred, which we just did, and just impact. So inspect, I think you mean, the page and look for JavaScript code. There, say success. Fake cred. Okay, we just did that. And just inspect the page and look for JavaScript code that there's that says success. Okay, so where do we look for JavaScript code? Console. What is this console all about? What does this console do? So apparently there's JavaScript code. This is a style. This is HTML. Now how do I see CSS? Let me shoot in DC. Alright, let's go. Control F. Let's go here. Make ourselves big. There we go. Are we big enough? My god, we look intimidating. Um, let's cancel this YouTube thingy. Hey, Dad. Nope. Nope, nope. Oh, we still have like probably 15 more minutes of stream. OBS. I don't know what normal household your dad just walks in and you're chatting with a bunch of of people on the internet and you're wearing reindeer glasses that flash red. Okay, OBS is already running. Let's not run that. Let's go on Discord. Oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to see Mulgars's Discord. All right, let's go. Here, Mulgar's already waiting for us. Hey, Mulgars. Hmm. Maybe it's something on my end. I don't hear you yet.
I see noise.
Ah, here we go. Okay, okay.
Yeah, let me know when you hear me.
Yeah, I hear you, but not through the right headset. I'm not sure if people on stream can hear you. Can you say just one thing?
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
So people on stream
Hello, hello. One, two.
cannot hear you. One sec. One sec. I have to set my audio settings. All right, here we go. Mic. My God, we're still learning streaming. All right, Microsoft headphones. Microsoft NVIDIA broadcast. Will this work? Show more. Headset and speaker. We'll do this one. All right, more guys.
Okay, can you
Okay,
hear
I
me now?
hear you. And
Hello?
now do the people hear
And
you
people
on
on.
stream? People hear you on stream. Wonderful. Great, Mulgars.
Awesome.
Let's see the
Okay, so let
live.
me show you what I did. It's just slightly different. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
I
absolutely.
don't know if it's visible on the screen. Yeah, so let me see. So you go here, you log in with the fake one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like test, test. And then on the fail page, right? So
Yeah.
just like inspect the code, and there is a JavaScript payload in the main page, right? And if you scroll down, there is this like if logged in, and there is a hidden form here, right? You see
One
here
sec,
there is a
Mulgars.
hidden
There's a
form
hidden form.
hidden
One sec,
over
one sec.
here.
Here we go. We're back. Here we go. All right. Well, there's a hidden form. Okay, here. Oh, it's called
Yeah.
hidden form too.
So yeah, so
Hidden
you
action.
log in with a fake username and password,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a hidden form here that says like hidden admin form, and it only
Okay.
has one field, which is a text field, and you don't see it on the page because it's hidden. But you
Mm-hmm.
can just like override this payload, right? And it will show up. There is a box here. Now, if you scroll down, when there is a successful login here, it says if logged in.
Mm-hmm.
What it what this JavaScript code it says, hey, login successful, admin form has value whatever, and then it clicks submit, right? So now that we have made the form visible, we can copy that value, this 219
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? 8881. So you copy that, um, you put it on the hidden form that now is visible, press enter, and boom, flag is it.
Whoa. Wait. So what? So that was that the password, or was that a hash?
No, I don't know. I don't know the password, but the way the developer wrote the code is validated on the client side. So the only thing I'm doing is just following the code. And the
Ah.
code on a successful login, what the code does it's invisible to the user, but what the code does is basically type something in the hidden form and press enter.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like made the form visible instead of invisible, and I typed the value that the code was supposed to type, and I typed it myself.
I see. Well, guys, can you show us one more time the path that you took, please?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Let me restart it because I already solved it, so it may not show up. But yeah, let's do it. One second. So you go here. Can you see
Uh-huh.
my screen now?
Yeah.
So we type anything, right? Anything. It doesn't matter. Login is a fake password, so it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
fail, right?
Yeah.
Now we inspect the code, and in the failing code, there is a hidden form here that is
Yeah.
not visible to the user. And if we look at the JavaScript code that gets executed in this page, this is client-side validation, right? So we have
Mm-hmm.
full visibility on what's going on. And what's going on here, there is a code here that says if the username passed the filter or whatever, you went deeper, you went looking for these functions and then you found the actual password. I didn't do that.
Uh-huh.
I just looked at if the username and the password are right, what happens? So it says logged in is equal a check password. If you check this function, which is what you did, you will find the real username and password. You did find the real username and
Mm-hmm.
password,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't need that because what happens here is if it's correct, this variable will be true.
Yeah.
And what happens when it's true is that JavaScript will fill in the hidden form this value here,
Um.
this hash,
Okay.
and then click submit. So what I did is just like, okay, if this is what's gonna happen, I'm gonna skip all these checks and just like make it happen, right? And to
Yeah.
make it happen, I just make the form visible by removing the hidden flag and
Ah,
just
wow.
copy paste that value
So
and
cool.
click
So you're
enter
validating
and
the if
done.
statement.
Yeah, I just didn't even need to know what the password is. I just executed the code that happens when the password is right
Oh,
without even
wow.
knowing that the password is right.
That's so cool. So if there's hidden somewhere, maybe you can try to delete it and make it visible.
Yeah, because all yeah, because that was all HTML, right? So
Yeah.
all this is HTML. You can modify like even this text that says login fail is on
Yeah.
the client side, it's not on the server,
Yeah.
right? So you can come here and like change that text and say like whatever, right? And that changes the page on
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
The same thing happens with the form, right? The form is hidden, but this is just my browser deciding not to show it.
That
So I
says
tell the
hidden.
browser
Yeah,
go
but
show it.
if you want to show it, you can just do that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool.
And
Nice. All right, let's get on to the
so
next
it's
next box, Malgars.
yeah, awesome. Sounds
Sweet.
good. Yeah.
Thanks a lot for
See you
explaining.
there.
Ciao. Um, nice. Did you get it, folks? That completely explained it super clearly for me. Thanks a lot, Malgars. Awesome having viewers like you that are super helpful in making us all understand. Cool, folks. Let's do the box we wanted to do here. This is description, factory, morning, mom. Good morning. Yes, please do everything. It's your house. Um, thank you, Malgars. Thanks again. All right, factory login. All right, folks, another login page. Factory. Why factory? Okay, so here we are. Tempest Beacon CTF. There we go. We're here. Cool. Factory login. Username and password again. Nice. Pico CTF 2019. Home. Sign out. Let's click sign out. See what happens. Okay, nothing. Home. Okay, we're here. Let's try to type anything in. No, no flag for you. Okay. As always, let's look a bit at what's going on here. Success, you are logged in. You will be able to see, you'll be able to see the flag though. Not sure you'll be able to see the flag though. Why not? Hmm. No flag for you. Okay, these are the two options that can be displayed, right? Pico CTF, that's what we saw at the bottom. Okay. Je vois pas très bien. I don't see very well over there. Non, enfin, comme tu veux, si tu veux mettre la mer, vas-y, hein. I kept the. What is the name of this challenge? Okay. This challenge is called Factory Login is Log On. Log On Easy Web Exploitation is called Log On. And here we are. Console, okay, debugger, network. Maybe we can find something in network as well here. Okay, we get a lot of stuff. Bootstrapped, steal, cookies, response, requests. Oh, you did solve it my way. Okay, sorry from previous things. Oh, sorry about the sounds. We'll finish in about 7 minutes. Whenever we get this box, we'll finish for today. The whole house is waking up. All right. Memory, storage. Okay. The answer is never here. Okay. Name admin. False. Um. What? Can we just do that? Refresh? No, I thought we had it. Success, you logged in. Not sure you'll be able to see the flag though. M is equal to true. I will point towards a I will point towards a network tab. What do you mean you will point? XR. I will point towards a network tab. Password is this. Secure false. Host only HTTP. Host only. Index local storage. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. So the cookies here I was able to change. I was able to change the cookies, so that's really good. Just how do we move on from there? Error parse Richmond listener went out of scope. We should log in as admin, no? If we put the cookie as admin is equal to true. No flag for you. Inspect. Let's go back. Is our cookie still? Okay, went back to false. Add admin, not admin. Oh, there we go. Yay, folks. Yay. Nice. So cool. All right, folks. What a fun time. Oh, um, Hooray, you solved the challenge. So, folks, we did a bit of PHP today. We learned a bit about. Let me know, Malgars, if you need help. The answer is quite easy. I remember we did this, and on day like on day morning solo. Mm, no, that one was easy. Um, yeah, that one was really easy. The thing is, we did some tough things on day 20, and we did one of this was this, so it's like we're a bit vaccinated. Folks, I'll leave tomorrow. We'll be back in our usual setup. Of course, celebrating Christmas. We'll be doing a bit more web hacking. I think this is something we really need to develop. Hopefully today I can watch some PHP videos. And yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Thanks a ton for being here. Mulgar, thanks a ton for your help. XR for your continuous presence. And yeah, we found some new people like Entry Cat. We didn't see you a ton, and of course Pi. I think it was the first time we chatted, and everyone that just stayed here and had a good time with us. So thanks for a lot for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow in 22 hours. Let's update the level, no? Let's up the level, no? You want to do intermediate? Yeah, I think from now on we should do a bit of intermediate. But hey, we did need a bit of time for the previous challenge, so yeah. Folks, gonna bounce. See you all. Thank you for being here today. PC, ciao MC. Thanks for being with us. Oh wait, let's see if we can send our viewers to someone. Let me just see this real quick. If there's anyone online on. It's just so weird to see myself so big. Stream elements? No, it's infosec streams. Do we have someone? We have BlazeBits. BlazeBits, is he actually on? Can we hack can we send BlazeBits? Are we rating BlazeBits? Of course we are. Of course we are. Wow, nice, good to see him. All right, we got 34 viewers. All right, let's hack him. I think a lot of you are already on there. But it's nice of us. Let's do it. We're gonna send you folks over to him. All right, let's go. Docs, Twitch chat. Leaving so early? We usually end at 8, Malgars. And yeah, today since I'm with the fam and everyone's in the kitchen when I'm doing the things, it makes sense. I would love to spend some more time with you and hack some more things, but for today I'll have to do. All right, save the machine state. In the meantime, we got a raid. Blaze bits. All right, let's do it. Blaze bits. How do we do it? good good luck con el sorteo. El sorteo de Navidad. Ooh, are you doing it too? Raid, of course. Ah, really nice. You too. Blaze BLISE bits. All right, folks. Thanks a ton for the stream today. Let's go into Blaze Bits stream. Ciao all. See you tomorrow in 22 hours. Okay, I probably didn't put the right comment in. Raid the channel, and the channel is Blaze Bits. Let's go. Does this work? Yay!